Hey, Trixie, there's something going on in the vault. Let's go check it out.
Shall we play a game?
Oh.
Put in the blood, sweat, and tears for the new money that's coming in, and so we feel like we are owed a piece of that pie that we helped to create.
Jiminy Christmas! Has anybody bothered to explain to these WNBA all-stars and players and whatnot, has anyone told them that the NBA subsidizes their entire league? They should be carrying around signs that say, "We owe the NBA a lot of money." I really don't understand where the ladies get off with these wild and absurd claims. The WNBA would not exist if it wasn't for the NBA. Period. End of story.
Four-time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks is here. Give it up for Brittany, everybody. I'm joking around. That's my friend's wife. I knew none of you knew WNBA players. That's crazy. You clap for that.
Donald Trump has been sworn in as President of the United States. I know. Listen. We're just as confused as you are. Joe Biden did it. I sat down and just started crying with relief. And Evie said, "You never have to talk about him again." And then I cried with joy. After a bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May.
I think Ferguson's still around, and Gutfeld works because he tells you he's political. All the rest of them pretend like they're neutral, but they're really shilling for the Democratic Party.
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
Colbert wasn't funny, and he was losing the network millions of dollars. Of course they're going to get rid of him. Of course they're going to get rid of the show. But that's not going to stop some conspiracy theorists from running their jaw.
How long do all of the voices against this horrific administration have in terms of their careers and ability to make money? Because this madman, this mentally incapacitated, physically ill, mentally ill man is spiraling out of control. His dementia is out of control. His self-regulation, which he has none of to begin with, is missing.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. O'Donnell, for that brilliant political analysis. And that psychological assessment, oh my goodness, that was like eating filet mignon. Ha.
It's bad. He's a great guy. They just cut NPR and, public broadcasting. Yes, they're trying to silence people, but that won't work. It won't work. We will just get louder.
Would it be charitable to say that Miss Curtis means that The Late Show was canceled by CBS because it was losing a shit ton of money? Nah. It's definitely some nefarious purpose from some nefarious organization headed by some nefarious person who wants to silence the people.
Canceling Colbert is an obvious move to appease Donald Trump. And I need to tell y'all something. If you don't think we are under a regime with an authoritarian strategy, then you are bugging. This is textbook authoritarian rule. Target your critic, centralize power in a few hands, intimidate through punishment or removal. And you know what that usually does? Shuts people the F up, okay? Tightens control over public discourse, sends a message to all media outlets that criticism of Trump could cost you access, approval, editorial control, all your job. This is what authoritarian regimes do. They weaponize legal systems to punish dissent and control messaging.
I have yet to see any evidence at all that Donald Trump had anything to do with the canceling of The Tonight Show and the firing of Stephen Colbert. There are an awful lot of opinions that seem like slander that are going around, though. Opinions, but no facts. If CBS says that Colbert was losing them millions of dollars, I can almost guarantee they have the receipts to back up that claim. And if they don't, then by all means, investigate. Investigate further, learn what is actually true, not what you feel is true, then tell people about it.
In America, 60% of the shootings, robberies, and the homicides are committed by black people, often against other black people. You can't blame it on poverty. You can't blame it on racism. It is a breakdown of the nuclear intact family, and neither side is talking about it.
Let me ask you a question. What do white people do wrong?
What do you mean, what do white people do? I'm not worried about white people. I'm worried about what's going on with us.
But if there's systemic racism in this country, which we know it is.
No, I don't say there is. You say there is. I don't believe that.
Have you ever heard of the term wake-up call?
No.
It is an incident where a person of color forgets that they are of color and are reminded by an unexpected act of racism.
I'm acutely aware, Charlemagne, that I'm a black person, just as you are a black person. And when Joe Biden insulted you by saying, you ain't really black, we don't know whether or not you want to vote for me or vote for Donald Trump. And Joe Biden has lied for decades about his civil rights record, claiming that he desegregated movie theaters and restaurants in Wilmington, Delaware, when he didn't do any of that. And he came in here and told you you aren't even black unless you think a certain kind of way. It seemed to me that should have been a wake-up call for you, but it wasn't, apparently.
Yeah.
Back in 2021, when Mr. Elder ran for governor in California, I actually voted for him. And I wish he would have won. I wish he would have won.
They essentially drink, they get their drinking water, and they brush their teeth, where they poop in the same unit. They bragged that they went above standards, supposedly, and gave them a 3-foot privacy wall.
Never listen to dinosaur media or their pundits. Turns out Alligator Alcatraz has the toilets that have sinks attached to them, and you can get these things commercially. So they have access to drinking water and a place to use the toilet. Sounds like we're treating them humanely to me. I don't see the problem. At least I don't see any evidence of wrongdoing from this clip, or I didn't hear anything from her. Perhaps there's other evidence that would suggest there's some wrongdoing going on at Alligator Alcatraz. To the extreme, I rock the mic like a vandal. Light up the stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance, go rush to the speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly when I play a dope melody. Anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gangway. You better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Vanilla ice, ice, baby. Vanilla ice, ice, baby. Vanilla ice, ice, baby. Vanilla.
Look at these snappers, will ya? Look at those snappers, Ralph. Look at those snappers, will ya?
Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. Just died in your arms.
Him, and everybody around him. I don't have to be nice. Number one, I agree with Quentin Tarantino. George Clooney is not a actor. He is a I don't know what he is. He's a brand. And by the way, and God bless him. You know what? He supposedly treats his friends really well. You know what I mean? Buys them things. And he's got a really great place in Lake Como. And he's great friends with Barack Obama. You. What do you have to do with anything? Why do I have to listen to you? What right do you have to step on a man who's given 52 years of his life to the service of this country and decide that you, George Clooney, are going to take out basically a full-page ad in the New York Times to undermine the president at a time in which, by the way, what do people care about the most? Why do you think that the Republicans have an advantage over us? Because they're unified. They will go along with anything. I wasn't asking anybody to go along with anything. I was asking people to go along with this. The most successful administration in my lifetime.
Okay, last time. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Hey, I don't care what they told you in school. Joe Biden was a few noodles short of a ramen package.
I was asking people to go along with this. The most successful administration in my lifetime.
Wowie, he may still be high if he thinks the Biden administration was the most successful administration in his lifetime.
I say, you. How are we getting those people back from El Salvador? Because I'll tell you what, if I became president in 2 years from now, or 4 years from now, or 3 years from now.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I would pick up the phone and call the president of El Salvador and say, you either send them back or I'm going to invade. It's a crime what they're doing. He's a dictator thug.
Bukele or Trump?
Both.
Have you looked at our caps recently?
Our caps?
The badges on our caps. Have you looked at them?
What? No. A bit?
They've got skulls on them. Have you noticed that our caps have actually got little pictures of skulls on them?
I don't...
Hans, are we the baddies?
And that's what I got for you today, folks. Be sure to check out Sky News Australia's video I left in the description. As always, despite all my jesting, be well on your journey.